So, our penultimate final of the Rotax Max Challenge Golden Trophy for 2024. We go to DD2 and DD2 Masters. Here's the starting grid. On pole position, Tommy van der Stroys. He'll be joined by Martin van Leeuwen on the front row with Jakob Bezel and Frederik Zevis on row 2. Jules Cousin is next up, and he'll be joined by Mats Johan Overhoff on row number 3. Len Nys and Vincent van Kerkhoven round out row 4, followed by Nico Hanke and our DD2 Masters pole sitter Alex Vielenbach. Mika van der Pavet and Nicolas Guillaume round out row 6, with Kian de Brandt and Luca Neuenhuizen rounding out row 7. Completing the 17-strong grid will be Christophe Capitain, Imke Arts and Dominic Reuters. Previous winners in DD2, 2018, Daniel Mahacek from Austria. Glenn van Parijs won it in 2021 ahead of the man who starts second in this race, Martin van Leeuwen. Chris Harnan won it in 2022. And Patrick Snolls, Loch Mellis won it in 2023. Second in those respective years, 2018, Piotr Wisnicki, Martin van Leeuwen, 2021, Karl Borgaard, and last year, Lithuania's Maxim Shurko. Third position in 2018 went to Ronnie Gutler, who still runs on DD2 from what I remember. Kasper Bielecki was third in 2021. Fabian Bock from, at that point, was Voik Motorsport in 2022. And Jules Cousin was third in 2023. Previous winners in the Golden Trophy in Masters. Antti Ollikainen, a name from the archives. In 2018, he finished first ahead of Slavomir Moransky and Michael Becker. Morgan Riesch finished ahead of Robert Schlunsen and Dennis Thum in 2021. Sebastian Rumpelhardt won the event in 2022 with an all-German podium lockout. Timo Haug and Michael Becker taking another third place in that one as well. Yannick Nielsen and Nikolai Christensen took first and second place in 2023, with Bastian Kapot taking third last year. So, can we have a previous podium winner take their name to the top of the Roll of Honor list, as in the winner of the competition? And that is definitely a full start. They've thrown the amber light, and, well, I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there. However, it just goes to show that these are high-pressure situations, so they've got to throw them, send them around again. We've got this and one more race to go. The seniors, the top 36, will round out our 13 races here at the Golden Trophy for 2024. Of course, for those wondering, the first main event that we will have on the respective calendars for the B&L Karting Series, Rotax Germany, Chrono Karting, and RMC Belgium, will be the Champions Winter Trophy, which has already been advertised, 22nd to the 23rd of February. And it's a joint collaboration between the respective promoters. So Chrono Karting, Kartron Handel, and Karting Genk. So we reset, we hit the control alt delete, maybe frantically hit the escape button a few times. So the fireworks will be on standby for once the winner crosses the line after 12 minutes plus an additional lap of racing. We've seen the pace increase on every single class. Now we're going to see DD2 and DD2 Masters go into battle big time here at the home of champions. So once again, it's going to be the case of Van der Stroys versus Van Leeuwen on the front row. Revs up, lights out, we're underway. And to the outside tries to go Frederik Zevis, but you can just see a little bit of hit into the side of Jakob Bezel. I think that was from the 401 from Martin van Leeuwen as they all make their way through into turn number 6. Down the Europelan they go for the first time of asking. Well, Van der Stroys leads the way, but Jakob, well, it looks to be that Jakob Bezel is close on the heels of Van der Stroys. Van Leeuwen being chased down by Van Overhoff. Mats Johan Overhoff, the man from Malm in 2021, I think it was, if I remember correctly. Well, he is a Grand Finals champion in his own right, took the E20 crown. And now he showcased his prowess. He went, well, I've done it on electric. I want to do proper Rotax Max Evo power. And now a change for the lead. Now it's going to be a change for second. Oh, a little bit of a squeeze from Van Leeuwen. He got up the inside of Van der Stroys, who nearly stumbled. And he slightly did thereof, to the point where Mats Johan Overhoff got through and managed to get up into third place. Now the fight really starts in earnest, because everyone wants to book their place at Le Mans this year. And it was last year, 2023, Mats Johan Overhoff versus Spencer Braun. And that was a battle that was so full of respect. You can see that Mats wants to win on the circuit. Good move there. That was for, Len Noyes has just got through on Tommy van der Stroys. Nicolas Guillaume is out already. Oh, he's out after the opening lap. Here's the triple four. Real shame for him. He also picks up, I think it was the BMC, the Belgian Max Challenge Championship in DD2. He was battling away with Senny Knopf using Chrono, and also was battling away in B&L. So just goes to show that how quickly things can change. Some drivers decide that they're not going to be able to compete, but there have been a couple of drivers that have dropped down the order. Kian de Brandt being one of them, Mika van der Pavert being another. But Jakob Bezel is leading by 3/4 of a second ahead of Mats Johan Overhoff. Martin van Leeuwen in third. Len Noyes in fourth and is closing. And then behind him he's got Tommy van der Stroys, Frederik Zebis, rounding out the top six. Jules Cousin and Vincent van Kerkhoffen doing a stellar job. He's had a lot more fortune, a little bit more lady luck come his way as the 488 from GKS 11's power. Imke Arlt, she's moved her way up to 10th behind Luca Neuenhausen, with Christophe Capitan now ahead of Alex Fielenbach. But with 8¼ minutes to go, Jakob Bezel leads the way. 9 and a bit tenths of a second ahead of Mats Johan Overhoff. Then you've got Martin van Leeuwen. Closing in on him, but Len Noyes has an opportunity for a potential podium. So there is every chance that something might happen, but there is still plenty of that race to help us see that story play itself out right in front of our very eyes in sound and vision as we speak. So 7 minutes and 25 seconds, and now the gap between first and second, it was 9.97 of a second. We have got a 5-second penalty going to 4:04 Dominic Reuters. Second now goes the way of Martin van Leeuwen from the Netherlands. He gets through on Mats Johan Overhoff. Len Noyes waiting the wings and now dives up the inside of the 4:03. Man from Marl in Western Germany. Van der Stroys now factors back into this, and there's a different call when you go from senior to DD2, but Van der Stroys now through on Overhoff at turn 10. That is now a change for what is 4th on the road. But there has been a slight touch between, not too sure who that was that Frederick Zebis maybe involved, not 100% sure. It could be a little bit further back. Well, Luca Neuenhausen might have been between Luca Neuenhausen and maybe Imke Arts. Didn't really, it might have been very much the case. And Arts got through. So halfway through the race, we still have the seniors after this one to close out the 2024 Rotax Max Challenge Golden Trophy. And a big thank you to all the teams, all the drivers, all the families, parents, mechanics that have been a part of what Karting Genk has organised this year in terms of the B&L Karting Series and the Rotax Belgian Max Challenge for 2024. Of course, we're looking forward to being back with you in 2025, starting the Champions Winner Trophy in late February of next year. Jakob Bezel leads, and comfortably. He's definitely found another gear. He might have found third, not second. But these are only 2-speed gearbox-driven karts. So unlike a traditional shifter kart, this also provide, you look at the people that have come through and that have raced in DD2 over the years at grand finals. Now we have a little bit of a battle here between Alex Fielenbach. That also has Mika van der Paver and Nico Hanke involved in that too. But still things are so things are still very much, for some drivers, a little bit of a stalemate, or stability is in you're running your own race and you haven't really got anyone around with you to battle with thereof. Also the battle between Christoph Capitan, Dominic Reuters and Luca Neuenhausen. So that is for 10th on the road, but of course that will, Dominic Reuters' unfortunate 5-second penalty for causing a collision will drop the German a little bit further back. But with the time fast counting down, yeah, previous drivers that have gone on to bigger things. Daniel Murad from Canada, who won in Italy in 2010, now a Works Mercedes AMG driver in GT3, with the likes of Mara Engel and Lucas Auer, to name just a couple of drivers. And so many people that have managed to move on their careers. Oliver Hodgson, who won in the USA as a UK representative back in 2013 as a senior driver. He now lives and resides and works over in the United States. Robert De Haan, for those people that know him. Genetic Juniors, Porsche Carrera Cup. And also one of the most recent big news was Christopher El Fagali got selected along with the likes of Rocco Coronel to become part of the new stable for the Red Bull Junior team. The first ever driver from the Middle Eastern and North African zone of the FIA to pick up a global karting title, having won in Portimao in 2022 with that great race with Jacob Ashcroft. But you know, Mark Kimber has won the Euro Trophy, and then went on to win the B&L, and then went on to win the Grand Finals in Portugal, and is one of a handful of drivers that has made history as one of the most successful when it comes to going through different classes. He's won it as a DD2, as a senior, as a junior. But you look at how we are factoring in now for one person, Jakob Bezel. Now this family has got history in the Grand Finals. Brother Petter won in Sarno in Italy. I was there. That was actually my first attendance as a member of the team for the Red Devils for Team Belgium, courtesy of Dave Ritson, who asked me to help out with the social media for the team that weekend. And Petter Bezel went on not only to, well, we had two champions that had run as champions in the Euro Trophy. Roberto Pajewski is another name, won Masters that year. But now we go on to the final lap, and Jakob Bezel, who has represented Team Czech Republic for multiple years, of course, Petter, I think, is the one who's got the family now, so he's a family man, whereas Jakob's still able to pursue his racing exploits, is now making his way up towards turn 7 at the Europalan for the 14th and final time, and the lap times reflect how much evolution we've had. Jakob Bezel has also put in the fastest lap of the race, 54.694. Going to have 16 drivers take the checkered flag, but the fireworks are ready and waiting, because the new name joins, and he's from the Czech Republic. Jakob Bezel wins here at Genk and is the Golden Trophy victor for 2024. Martin van Leeuwen, you've got to come back again. Second place for the Dutchman. So Jakob Bezel has provisionally booked his ticket to the International Trophy in the second half of July next year. He wins ahead of Martin van Leeuwen, and Len Nyes rounds out a P3 in that one. Tommy van der Stroy's, well, pole in all the races, managed a respectable fourth on his debut. Mats Johan Overhoff rounds out his season third in RMC Germany for 2020. For 2024. Behind Nikita Genza and also Yannick Jacobs. Have to give those guys a shout out as well. Frederick Zabis, Jules Cousin and Imke Arts round at the top 8. Imke Arts takes 8 places, finishes, started 16th ahead of Vincent van Kerkhoff, and Luca Neuenhausen rounds out the top 10. Christophe Capitan joins our list provisionally, with joins Antti Ollikainen, joins countryman Morgan Riesch, Sebastian Humpelhardt and Yannick Nielsen as the Masters winner for the Golden Trophy for 2024. Mika van der Pava, 12th, Nico Handke, 13th, ahead of Kian de Brandt, Alex Fielenbach and Dominic Reuters rounding out the finishing order. Reuters copping 2 penalties after that one, with Nicolas Guillaume retiring after the opening lap. Next up, the last race of the event, the top 36 Senior Rotax Final.